Welcome back to Digital Trends Live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. We broadcast live every weekday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, bringing you tech headlines, news, interviews, and discussions. And I'm Greg Nibbler, and today we have another one of our Tech for Change segments where we talk about tech that is helping people. We're sponsored by Qualcomm Technologies for this segment, and we have a really great product that we're going to be talking about today, the BrailleNote Touch Plus from a company called HumanWare that's doing amazing things for the blind community. But I want to introduce our great guests here today. First, to get this started off, to my right, the VP of Marketing for Qualcomm Technologies. We have Don McGuire back on the show. Hello, Don.
Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. I love it when you come on because we get to talk about something amazing each time.
Absolutely. Equally excited this week to talk about this product, so I'm anxious to get started.
Yeah, well, let's introduce our guest down here on the end. We have Peter Tucic, who is the brand ambassador for blindness products from HumanWare. Peter, thanks for being on the show today.
Oh, Greg, I am absolutely thrilled. Thanks for having me in. It's a long flight, but more than worth it.
I can't wait to walk through the demonstration too. We're going to show everybody what this product does and why it's so amazing. But to start off, just talking from the Qualcomm perspective, Don, what was it that you saw from Qualcomm's and that wanted to make you get involved with this product?
Sure, it's a great question. So like last show when we featured the eSight product, it was really exciting when we found out about what HumanWare was doing to integrate Braille, the Braille code, and a tablet scenario to help people learn. People with visual impairments. And so what we've seen is the creativity and the innovation that they've brought to a tool that actually can be used. And really the star of this show is really Peter and HumanWare. Yeah. So I'm not going to steal his thunder, but but we are just amazed by these products that we keep finding out about. And so really happy to be here featuring and highlighting HumanWare and the BrailleNote Touch Plus. So why don't we get started with that?
Yeah. Peter, can you walk us through, what this product is, and then we'll get into, what the inspiration is and what exactly it does.
Sure. So when at HumanWare, we look at really cutting-edge Braille technology and providing an experience for somebody who is a Braille user, someone who's totally blind like myself, being able to work and kind of live and work in today's connected world. When we built the product, we built it as a traditional Braille product. We have a standard Braille keyboard up here that you're seeing, which is 6 keys. We have a backspace key and an enter key, as well as a space bar. Traditional, we've had these types of products for quite some time. However, we need to be able to work in the modern world, and that means connected, right, cloud-based, Google Drive, Google Docs, but in a Braille-first way. So we have a refreshable Braille display across the bottom here, so anything that is in focus, I'm able to read as I scroll, if you will. But in addition, we wanted to bring in the full tablet interface so that we could take advantage of those mainstream applications. So this keyboard will lift and will actually expose that full touch screen, and the user is going to be able to work directly from the glass, whether that is swiping to move through items, or I'll be demonstrating quickly brailing on the glass itself to fully drive the device. So it is, we want to bring that Braille user, that blind person like myself, into the modern connected world, whether it's a student using Google Classroom or a professional using a spreadsheet, much like I had to yesterday on the plane when I had to pull up some quick numbers, right? And I wanted to do it in a Braille-first way. So we're reading the world around us. We traditionally don't read the world around us. We can't look around and see signs and T-shirts. We have to have Braille to read the world around us, and that's our whole goal with this product.
Wow, what an amazing device. I mean, and you're so right, with this increasingly more connected world that we have, that is so important that nobody gets disconnected from that nobody's not involved in that, and that's certainly what this product is doing. Now, talking about the internal side of it and just how this all works, Don, maybe you can address what some of the Qualcomm role is in this.
Sure.
Helping that happen.
Yeah, like many of these products, right, Snapdragon is sort of the foundational layer that kind of helps HumanWare bring this to life. So everything from the power and performance and the compute, I think Peter's going to tell you about kind of what Snapdragon has brought to this new device from the original device, which is again warms my heart, right? As the head of product marketing for Qualcomm. And so what we've done is we've taken the power performance of Snapdragon, and that enables HumanWare to have access to the full Android ecosystem, which he's going to talk about how important that is for modern learning and modern work for the visually impaired. And then also because of the size of Snapdragon, it enables them to put it into a package this size so people can actually hold it and use it. So we're excited about the power and performance and the compute technology that Snapdragon brings to it, as well as the ability for HumanWare to layer on all this customized software that makes the interaction between the traditional Braille keypad, the actual on-display typing, all work together in favor of the Braille user. And again, just it makes our engineers so happy when they see stuff like that, right? Because
Makes me happy.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're really glad it makes you happy too to see companies like this, like HumanWare, take our technology, build on top of it, and innovate. It's really what invention's all about. So, again, I don't want to steal the thunder from Peter because he's got some really cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hand it off to him.
So essentially what sets the product apart from, as blind people, we can use touchscreen devices. And we can use this device much in the same way. So I can touch the screen and I can feel what's under my finger. I can swipe between items. And again, I'm reading what's on screen on the refreshable Braille display. I can also have speech feedback. However, we take, that's an accessible approach, but we make that approach more usable. And we can do that by providing Keysoft, which is a Braille-centric operating system, as well as a suite of applications. But what Keysoft allows me to do is actually to move to specific items with the same efficiency as somebody with a mouse, or somebody who can just look at something and point at something. And what I mean by that is, if I'm on a list of applications such as this, we're looking at the main menu right now on screen, I have lots of icons here and options. I want to get to all applications. I can essentially emulate this Braille keyboard on the glass by laying my fingers down, and I can just type the letter A to move right to all applications. When I'm in all applications, again, I'm in looking at Amazon and AtBat and all these third-party apps that we have access to because we are, an Android tablet. Thanks to the Qualcomm chip, it's extremely fast. Before it would take some time. We had some iteration of the product that was somewhat slower. Now, when I want to jump to something, let's just say, I want to get to YouTube. I could swipe 1,000,000 times and try to go down this list alphabetically, but what Keysoft lets me do is just type the letter Y on screen and boom, I'm jumped right to it. So for me, it's the way of pointing and clicking. More so than just being able to jump quickly somewhere, I can also silently be in a document such as this and write, I love being on digital trends, right? And that will be turned into print in real time in a Microsoft Word document. So as a Braille user, I can write, I can read, and I can really bring creating content, consuming content, getting into third-party applications, whether it's the Braille first way or doing, having access to my touchscreen, having access to real-time information as a Braille user is huge. And being able to say, I want to bold this text in Google Docs, I can press B to jump to the bold button, and so on. So we are thrilled to have a modern piece of technology running Android Oreo. We're going to be able to upgrade the device, but giving us the ability to work, with modern apps in a modern way.
Wow, Peter, I mean, that's incredible just right there, just what you were just talking about. And I know that you go out a lot and give this presentation, as the brand ambassador. And I wanted to know, what's the response been that you've seen just from your experience out there in the world?
And he's really good at it, by the way.
Yeah, really good. I can tell right now.
I try.
Yeah,
I have a good
clearly
time.
your first time. Obviously a rookie at this, but
So when I've been traveling, I mean, just for somebody who grew up blind, I think the best thing for us is seeing kiddos, seeing adults, seeing users participate, especially in STEM content, being able to create math in real time, being able to work and turn in their work at the same time as their peers in a connected classroom. It's no longer answer these questions, print them out, hand them in. Today we have blind kids, sitting in the same desks right next to their sighted peers, or in the same offices as their sighted coworkers, turning in work or emailing things or participating in shared documents at the same time as everyone else. That has been tremendous for us, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the partnership with Qualcomm. It would not happen. And so we're able to provide that sort of level of integration. And I think the second piece is just building confidence. We hear so much about the struggles of someone who's blind or visually impaired to find employment, to gain that confidence, to get and participate in society. It's been very challenging, continues to be a challenge, but we're trying to address that, one update at a time, if you will. So being able to move forward there. The stories we've heard and just the reception. I received an email this morning from a gentleman working at a prestigious university in the Northeast who's using the product as a professor, and that's very, very neat. So he can independently grade work that is submitted to him by his sighted students. So it's very, very neat.
That's incredible. You talked about upgrades, and I know this is the BrailleNote Touch Plus. What were some of the upgrades over the previous version?
So it's the speed. We've really drastically improved the speed of the product. We are now using USB-C charging, being able to quickly and efficiently use modern web browsing, so Google Chrome, we have a customized book reading application that allows a Braille user to quickly and easily move through textbooks, move through any written material like newspapers. So there have been many improvements. And then just working with modern applications. We're now running Android Oreo. As I said, we're going to be moving that forward to run Pi, to run whatever dessert starts with Q, which no one knows. But you know, it's going to be able to upgrade and work with modern apps. The most current version of Docs, Classroom, Dropbox, whatever we're using is going to run on this device for that blind Braille user.
Wow, so incredible. Just keeping people connected, and what an incredible device that you're doing. What's next for HumanWare?
Everything.
The world.
Honestly, we look at, so with this product, we're definitely looking at how we're going to move a lot of that STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, and math support forward. Working with graphing, working with being able, you know, to participate in chemistry and all sorts of things. But also, in addition to improving the Braille products, we look at the future as being the digital divide. How do we close that gap? We look at wearable technology. I know you mentioned eSight. You know, we're looking at how could a blind Braille user or a blind user, someone who's totally blind, benefit from wearable technology, or artificial intelligence. You know, machine learning. Really looking at how, I know just as someone who travels on a weekly basis, there are pieces of technology that would help me tremendously in an airport, would help me tremendously in a supermarket, help me tremendously just walking down my street. So how we're going to move that forward in terms of wearable and AI is really what we're looking at, in addition to obviously bringing some tremendous improvements to the existing Braille and low vision products that we already produce.
Wow, I mean, just amazing what you're doing with that, and it's such important work, and I'm glad you're out there doing it, and clearly you know exactly what you're doing. You are a great presenter of this, so thanks for educating us about it.
So glad to be
here. Educating myself. And Don, for other people, you know, it's got to be exciting for you. We talked about this before, but you get to see this use of Qualcomm chips in these products.
Yeah.
Like helping these things work, and then eventually helping people, this tech for change idea.
Right.
How do other companies get involved?
Well, this is really what it's all about
Yeah.
for us. You know, we sell a lot of chips in a lot of phones, but products like this that are changing people's lives and the probabilities and the possibilities that Peter outlined for more innovation that they can bring to visually impaired people's lives and in a modern world and kind of bridge that digital divide is really exciting for us. So people can come and to obviously the website, Qualcomm.com, and learn more about the products. We also have developer.qualcomm.com if they're interested in developing, if they're new and they want to develop something that they have a great idea for. All the resources and tools are there, so we encourage people to do that. As well as, you know, if they're familiar with one of our distribution partners that are also distributing our products. So there's lots of ways in, and we want to hear about you. And again, we've been on this discovery journey for these products for like the past probably several months now, and unearthing things like HumanWare and the BrailleNote Touch Plus. So I'm excited to bring more of that to light, and actually my main goal is to expose these products and build awareness for them so that people who could really benefit from them have access to them. And Peter and I were talking in the green room earlier about, you know, even from an insurance perspective, how can we get these products into more people's hands? In some countries, insurance will cover things like this. In the US, unfortunately, they currently do not. So how do we kind of bridge that divide as well so that more people could take advantage of stuff like this is something that, you know, I know we're committed to and we're excited about.
Right. Wow. And our goal of just bringing down the cost of the products in general. We look at the future as being a more affordable place for specific assistive technology, and we're really committed to doing that as well. So bringing down the cost and kind of the associated with a lot of assistive technology, it's definitely a goal of the industry. So we're looking forward with excitement for sure.
Well, Peter, just for anyone out there who's interested in the product or knows someone that could take advantage of it, what's the best place for them to go to find out more information?
So all the cool kids hang out at HumanWare.com. That's definitely where our website.
Got to be cool.
Yeah.
Where you can find lots of information about all of our blindness and low vision products. We're on Facebook. You can definitely follow us at HumanWare. There are lots of, we're kind of at all the major blindness trade shows, low vision trade shows. We have a dealer network across the United States as well. So on our website, if you're looking for a demo, if you're looking for specific information, you can find that at www.humanware.com.
Wow, so incredible and so great to learn about this and learn about this use of technology and how it's helping people. And that's what Tech for Change is all about. That's what we like celebrating here on the show. And Don and Peter, thank you so much again for being on. Can't wait to see what you bring in next time.
Thanks for having me back. I look forward to it.
It's always fun. And let's go ahead and go to break. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Digital Trends Live. Back here in a minute with more programming for you.